This is my brand new 2021 Tesla Model 3. I've washed a lot of Teslas, but I've never washed my own Tesla. There is this big gap here. You know, I'd like those corners to match. Look at this, straight line scratches, smudging. I bought the car fully aware of all the issues that Tesla has, their gap issues, the scratching, the soft paint issues. But we're gonna go over the new car. It has 13 miles on it. Look, 13 miles. I got black because I'm gonna wrap the thing. We'll window tint it, but I wanna check it, I wanna inspect it. We picked it up from the dealership and we already saw damage on it. We need to take pictures of it. We need to send it into the Tesla service center. I wanna see how they handle some of this damage stuff that we see. So I see the door handle here is nice and flush, but this back door handle, it's set in a little more than it should be. What's nice is we have other Teslas to look at too. There's another, this is a 2021 model also. Yeah, I guess that's the way they are. So this one's flush and this one's kind of set in a little bit. All right. So the first thing that we saw from the service center was a dent right here on the headlight. As you can see there, I'm gonna take a picture of it so I can send it in. I'm happy to update you that the Tesla service center in Westmont fixed the dent right away with no issues, and I'm super happy with the service. Thanks, guys. It was washed. You can see it was washed because there's a lot of wash marks and soap marks. This is straight from the service center. I drove it, I mean, we're 6 miles away, so I drove it 6 miles to the shop here just so I can do a better inspection on it. I can already see through all these watermarks here that there was some buffing done because I can see some DA haze. I can actually see some really heavy DA haze there. Or maybe that's even rotary haze. You see that? Those tick marks? I'm not really worried about any scratches or swirls or even sanding marks. I know I can fix them. I know I can polish them out. I just don't want any damage like that dent there. Like I'm gonna have to pay somebody to come out and remove that dent. I wanna make sure that there's no paint missing. You know, I know there's gonna be panel gaps. I know I'm not looking for perfect, but I don't want anything that's like that, where it's just like, looks like there's something very, very wrong. So that's what I want to inspect the car for. Right away, you can see the bottom here. It looks like it was hit or something scuffed along it. You can see the scuff marks up here, scuff mark there, something rubbed against right here. Gap here is kind of off. Straight line scratches. Look at this. You can see these little round things here. Look at this scuff mark. There's a really good rub mark. Like I just want to make sure like this wasn't hit. That panel gap should be a little tighter there. You can see all kinds of rub marks. There's a piece of tape on it still. Look at how much tire shine they put on it, smudging. You can see how dirty the car was. Anything on the trim, like these two scratches here. There's some gaps over here. That dust nib, that's a pretty big dust nib. There is this big gap here. It's not exactly perfect. You know, I'd like those corners to match. We saw a couple cars where they weren't fully painted on the back, so I just want to make sure that it's fully covered. It's got all its paint. Inside looks really good. Don't see anything too much. I'd like it better if they had the soft closing doors. Don't look at the mirror. So I feel like I should wash this before I even take a look at it, but all right, well, let's give her a bath. What I want you to take away from this video is the understanding that not all new cars are going to look the way you think they should. And this goes for all cars, not just Tesla. After cars are built from the factory, there are a lot of things that can happen along the way before you actually take possession of the car. Cars have to be transported from the factory to the dealership. They get washed or detailed at the dealership, and maybe they sit outside on the lot for an extended period of time. That is a lot of chances for the car to be mishandled. I want to show you the importance of getting a trusted detailer in your area to look over the car and to polish or fix any of these imperfections, and then protect the car with a ceramic coating or a paint protection film so your new car will actually look new. Oh yeah, we're gonna have lots of Tesla videos. All right, let me bring it out there back where it was. We'll take another look at it. All right, the car has a proper wash now. We're under the lights. I want to take another quick inspection of the paint and take a look at it and see what we got going on. Make sure you guys subscribe, because one of the first videos that I'm doing with this is I'm actually gonna polish the paint. We're gonna make it look perfect, and then I'm gonna bring it through a tunnel car wash. I just wanna show you guys what a tunnel car wash does to a car. I mean, even just one wash. That's gonna be epic. I can't wait to do that. People are gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? You got a flashlight? Oh, thank you. Thank you. See this sanding mark? That's from the factory. You can see there was a dust nib right there, and then they sanded all the way around it. We didn't even see that, because what they do, when they get it from the service center, what they usually like to do is give it a bath, and then they'll either wax it or put some sort of glaze on it so it kind of covers some of the stuff up. After you give it a bath, you kind of remove all those oils and polishing oils or whatnot, and then you can actually see what's going on with the paint, and that's why we did that. And we're actually gonna measure the thickness of the coating, the paint on here. I'm measuring the paint for a couple reasons here. One is I want to make sure I have enough paint to polish a car. New cars should read about 4 to 6 mils of paint, with the clear coat accounting for about 1.5 mils. If I start seeing readings around 2 or 3, I know I'm thin and I risk burning through the clear coat if I'm going to polish it. I'm also looking for a reading that may be higher than anything else that I'm seeing. This could indicate that something was repainted, which can certainly happen if the car gets a deep scratch during transport. Luckily, everything looks pretty normal on my car. What can happen is they could sand that, and they actually could leave a burn mark where they burn through the top clear coat, and then we can have big issues down the road. So that's perfectly, I mean, that's normal. That's normal stuff, but they don't finish it out. Your new car is not always new, and this is why we do some of the stuff that we do here. You can see we still got some adhesive there. We'll use some adhesive remover, and we'll remove that. But you can see all the scratches around it. And now you can really see all the scratches, the swirls. The car has been buffed. You can see all these nice tight swirls. They almost kind of look like circles. That's just a lot of straight line scratches. They end up looking like swirls, and they call them swirls because they look circular. But really, if you get a microscope and look at it, it's just a lot of straight line scratches. And this actually looks like some sort of machine was on there, because it has that pattern. And then usually what we find is, just like this here, is some leftover compound or polish residue in the cracks. This is where that dust nib is there. I'll take a picture of that dust nib. Another dust nib right here. Some more factory sanding marks right here. See that right on the hood? And then above it, you can kind of see the water spotting there too already. And then you got this, some deeper scratches there. You got some rub marks and love marks there. Something almost looked like it just was drug off the paint, because you got a little bit more right there. All right, so we got a couple things going on here. We actually have some overspray. That's paint overspray. I don't like seeing that on any type of car. I don't know if something was taken off and sprayed. Look at this. This is like, I don't know what this is. This is like glue almost. And then you see a bunch of stuff here that may be able to, I don't know if that's just tire shine that's spit up there that didn't come off. It didn't come off with that normal wash. We're gonna need more in the wash. This trim here, take a look at this. Let me dry this off for you guys real nice. Just looks like an adhesive. I'm gonna try to get that off with the glue remover, and then almost, yeah, let's see, I'm rubbing it with my finger, it almost comes right off. So that's just adhesive, okay, not a big deal, but I just wanna make sure that it's not damaged, because it could very easily be damaged. A little more adhesive up there. You got the same thing over here though. You see this, all this, like, this is after I washed it. Look at that, that's not coming off. I don't know what that is. Like if it's glue, it's something sticky there. It came off a little bit there, but like this is a very sensitive piece here. Scratch is really easy. I don't know if they put something on there. You can kind of see this is kind of stained a little bit. Again, you can see the mirror after we washed it. We saw that before we even washed it, how much damage there was. And those are deep scratches right there. Those scratches are really deep. All right, I want to check that front bumper because we saw that. Oh, look at that. What the f? Look at that. That's a big scuff mark. Look at this, you got these big circles here too. That's the weirdest thing, I've never seen that. So you got circles there. Look, it goes all the way out. You got this indent here. It goes all the way up to other circles. Can you see those?
Yeah.
What in the hell? That, I mean, that looks like, look, I'm almost rubbing them off. That's a scuff mark. That's not that bad. But that's actual scrapes, and I can feel the roughness to it, which I'm still sure it will polish out and buff out. I thought they fully painted it, but I was wrong. You can see right on that leading edge. It's not fully painted right there. This is weird too. Look at this square one. That must have been, okay, that must be adhesive maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe all this is adhesive and that's probably it. All right, most of the stuff is fixable polishing. The front bumper is a little more than I expected. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that paint missing on the front bumper. I'm gonna contact Tesla. We have a dent on the front. That's obviously gotta get fixed, but we're gonna start polishing this out, make it look perfect. We got new wheels coming. I'm definitely gonna have to lower this thing. We got some fun stuff that we're doing on the outside. We're gonna protect the inside seats. Oh yeah. Make sure you stick around because I wanna bring this through a tunnel car wash. I wanna polish it till it's perfect. I know Teslas have soft paint. I wanna show you the importance of protecting your car and why you need to protect it and why you should properly hand wash it, because if you're planning on bringing your car through a tunnel car wash, I wanna show you what it does. Rim cleaner, what should I go after? The $10 wash?
Get it all.
I'm so nervous to take my car through here. Why am I doing this? This is not smart.